Good morning, boys and girls. It's Miss Johnson. Last week I did a video just for my class, but I'm realizing that everyone in 4th grade needs a little extra help. So this video is for all of 4th grade at Cary Reynolds. On behalf of the teachers, I hope you had a great weekend. It's a little rainy today, so hopefully you stay dry. The first thing I'd like to do is re-explain how to get onto Verge for those of you who maybe didn't remember or need a little extra help. Remember, you're going to type in DeKalb Schools, Georgia, and that's ga.org. And then you're going to scroll all the way down, and you will see our Launchpad app. You want to go ahead and click on that. And then log in. And remember, yours is going to look a little different than mine because I have a teacher Clever and you have a student Clever. So as you can see here, Verge is in my favorites, but if you scroll down, it should be under your learning tools, and I'll highlight that for you right here. So then you should be able to log on. Make sure you're checking all of your subjects. If you are an ESOL with Miss Carr, Miss Huser, or Miss Harris, they should also have some assignments posted for you. So make sure you are checking everything. All right, so this week the teachers have decided to do something a little different, hopefully something that's a little easier for you to follow as far as getting your work done. So I'm going to go ahead, make sure you are on your dojo, and I'm going to go to my class, but obviously if you're in a different class, you're going to go to your teacher's page. You're going to go to the story, and I think most teachers have posted this already. You're going to click on this week's virtual learning assignments, and it should be marked March 23rd through March 27th because today is Monday, it's the 23rd, and then it is due on Friday, the 27th. We'll talk more about that later. So I went ahead and downloaded this. All right, so here you're going to see the new way that the 4th grade teachers have organized your work for the week. You will see down the left side, let me show you. Right here you see Monday, and then Tuesday, scroll down, Wednesday, Thursday, and then of course Friday. So you have work for every day this week, and breaking it down this way kind of helps you organize your time and make sure that you use your time wisely. So up at the top, you will see the learning targets. These are your I can statements based on what you should be able to do while we are working on this work. Let's start with math. You will see for math, let me put this spotlight back on. For math, you have a word problem Monday, some computation on Tuesday. If you scroll down to Wednesday, you're doing some technology. You need to log into Clever and then complete the division assignment by watching the BrainPop movie. I'm going to remind you how to get onto BrainPop in just a minute. And here are the links for each class, so make sure you are picking the correct teacher when you are watching your BrainPops, or else you won't be able to do it. Then on Thursday, you're going to actually have a constructed response for math. And then for Friday, you need to guess what digit is this number. And then let's look at, I believe readings next. Yep. Readings next, you need to go to this link and answer these questions. On Tuesday, you need to make some inferences using this picture. On Wednesday, you need to read this little passage right here and answer a constructed response question. And remember, when you're doing constructed response, you want to use RACE. That's restate, answer, cite, and explain for those of you who may have forgotten a little bit. And then on Thursday, you're going to do a fun little book report, and we've attached some pictures of some examples in case you need a little bit of help. And then on Friday, you're going to go ahead and get on reading A to Z. Your teachers' usernames are right here if you have forgotten. And don't forget, you're going to get on your account and read on your level. Next, we're going to look at grammar and writing. So here you're going to do a little journaling activity using metaphors and similes to describe yourself. And then you're going to write about 2 to 3 sentences about what you are doing at home this week. Make sure you are using complete sentences, please. And then on Wednesday, you're going to do a little bit more figurative language work. Thursday, you're going to do some poem work, Strong Like a Tree. And then on Friday, you're going to have free write, so you get to pick what topic you would like to write about. Now let's talk about science and social studies. For both, this side is science and this side is social studies. You're going to create a KWL chart. And some of you might be like, what is a KWL chart? So a KWL chart is a know, want to know, and learned chart. So this is something you're going to work on throughout the week. And you're going to turn it in on Friday. So on Monday, you're going to write down what you already know under the K and what you want to know under the W. I'm going to show you what that looks like in just a moment. And in science, we're talking about the moon phases, so the different shapes of the moon. And then in social studies, we're learning about the causes of the Civil War. So on Tuesday, you're going to watch the moon phases video and you're going to watch the Civil War causes video. And you're going to complete the vocabulary activity where you need to write down the definition and use the word in a sentence. And you have to submit that through BrainPop to get a grade for it. And here are the class links again for both subjects. Remember, if you're an ESOL, you need to click this link for my class. And if you're not an ESOL, you need to click this link. Scrolling down to Wednesday. You're going to watch the video again just to remind yourself about the information, and then you're going to complete the worksheet activity. And again, you need to make sure that you are submitting through BrainPop so that we can give you the grade for it. For science, you're going to use this link right here. It is a moon phase calendar, and you will understand why you need that when you get to it on Wednesday. Thursday, you're going to watch both videos again, and you're going to take the graded quiz. Notice that it says graded, so just know that is for a grade. And then on Friday, you're going to go back to that KWL chart, and you're going to write down under the L what you have learned. I'm going to show you an example of a KWL chart. So here you can see, you're going to write the topic, so moon phases, and then for social studies, Civil War. And then you're going to write down what I know and what I want to know on Monday. And then you're going to write down what I learned on Friday. And then you're going to go ahead and turn that into me. And just as a reminder, to get on BrainPop, you're going to go back to your Launchpad and get back on Clever. You're just going to scroll all content. And here is BrainPop, just in case those teacher links aren't working for you. So let's talk about ways to turn in your work, because as teachers, we have received all work in all different ways. And I think that as long as you're getting the work to us, it's okay. Don't stress out about it. All right, so we're going to talk about the ways that you can turn in your work. And I wouldn't say there's really a wrong way to turn in your work, because as long as your teacher can see your work, you're good to go. But let's talk about some ways that you can do it. So the first way you can do it is through your Google Docs. Google Docs is what we use when we are typing our papers for writing class. So the best way you can do that is you can use your Google Docs account, and you can hit that share button that we use when you email us your work, and you can put in your teacher's email address and it'll send it right to us. Your teacher will post their email on the Dojo class story so that if you decide to do it that way, you can send it that way. Another way you can turn in your work is through Word. Word is an application that is already built into your computer. Now, a lot of people don't have this application, so don't stress out if you don't have it. But I know a few of my students have Word. So you can use Word do your work in the Word document, and then you can email that Word document to your teacher's email. And another way you can turn in your work is simply on paper and pencil. So how the teachers would like this organized is that you have each subject on a different piece of paper. So how I would do this is I would do maybe write math at the top, and then I can put Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then on Monday, I'll write for Monday what the problem is and how I solved it. Tuesday, I'll write what the problem is and how I solved it. And that way, you're keeping all your work together nice and organized. And again, for science and social studies, all you have to do is that KWL chart, and the rest of your graded work is through BrainPop. The next thing we're going to talk about is ways to send your work. So you're doing all this hard work. You want to show your teacher. You want to get that good grade. So the first way that teachers would really like to see your work is through Verge. Verge is the number one way we would really love your work to be turned in. Now, we do realize that some of you are having a few problems trying to get on Verge. It's a little confusing. That's fine. The next way you can send it to us is by emailing us. And your teacher will post your email address or post their email address for you to send it to. Another way you can turn in your work, say you did paper pencil work, is to take pictures of your work and send it through Dojo. Or if you're in my class, I'm not sure if other teachers are doing this program, but if you're in my class, you can send pictures through text message, or if you have the Talking Points app, which is the way that your parents and I have been communicating. I will get pictures through that as well. Do not forget that if you're doing your ESOL work for Ms. Carr, Ms. Huser, or Ms. Harris, that you will need to send that to them. You do not send that to us. You do not send that to Ms. Julian, Ms. Sandlin, Ms. Smith, Ms. Paisable, or to me. You send that to Ms. Carr, Ms. Huser, or Ms. Harris. And it's important for you to keep up with your assignments. So we organized it in a way so that you do a little bit of work every day. So complete your assignments daily, so you can be all finished up by Friday. I know a few of you waited until Friday because you had some technology issues last week, or you didn't know you had work for the week and you just waited till Friday and you rushed, and it's not your best work. So this week, make sure you are doing your completed assignments for that day so that on Friday you'll be all finished up and you can turn it in for your work to be graded. Teachers are expected to grade your work and post your grades every Friday. So please turn your work in by Friday afternoon. If you want to turn it in later, you need a little bit more time. Maybe your family needed your help on Tuesday. You didn't get to do Tuesday's work. You need a little bit more time on Friday. That's fine. Just make sure you are letting your teacher know so they know you are doing the work. That's very important because we don't want to do this, I'm just going to wait until Friday and do all the work on Friday, and then we don't have your work until Sunday. So please know that we will be expecting your work on Friday, and if you have a situation or you need a little bit more time, to just let your teacher know, okay? So as always, your teachers are available to answer any questions you may have. If you say, Miss Johnson, I can't get on this BrainPop, can you make sure it's assigned to me? Or Miss Paisable, I don't remember how to do this math problem, could you show me an example? Or Miss Julian, I don't remember what a simile is, can you give me some examples? So on and so on. You can always ask us questions. We are available to you from 7 to 3:30 every weekday. Okay? So if you have any questions, just ask your teacher, and we will try our best to get it answered for you. Now, I hope everyone in 4th grade has a great week. If you're in my class, I hope to hear from you soon. If you're in other classes, I hope you are able to talk to your teacher very soon. And we all hope that you stay safe this week. Try your best on your work, and we will talk to you very soon. Have a great week.